The message disappeared on a Tuesday afternoon, the way small things do when they're meant to feel accidental. She went to reply to a photo of her niece holding a shaved ice bigger than her head, and the chat was gone. Not muted, not archived, gone. For a moment she assumed her phone was glitching. She searched the name. Nothing came up. She didn't panic. She noticed instead how practiced her calm had become with her sister, how quickly she explained it away to herself. Group chats reshuffle. People make mistakes. Adults don't get kicked out of families over settings. An hour later, her sister texted her directly. We're keeping the family chat to immediate family only. Just simpler that way. Immediate family. The phrase felt clinical, like something from a hospital form. She stared at it longer than she meant to, trying to understand where she'd fallen off the map. Same parents. Same childhood house. Same holidays until recently. She typed and erased 3 responses before settling on none. Silence felt safer than asking for a definition she might not survive hearing. The ask came 2 days later. It arrived dressed as concern, padded with emojis and disclaimers. Interest rates had gone up. Things were tight. She was family, right? Would she be willing to help for a bit? Just until things stabilized. It wasn't charity. It was trust. Reading it, she felt the earlier message click into place. The removal hadn't been about simplicity. It had been about leverage. Exclusion first. Then the door reopened, conditionally. She sat with it longer than she expected to. Part of her wanted to say yes just to restore the old rhythm. To prove she was generous enough, loyal enough, immediate enough. That reflex embarrassed her more than the request itself. When she finally replied, the message was short. I can't help with the mortgage. No explanation. No apology. She set the phone down like it might bite her. The response was immediate and sharp. The warmth evaporated. Her sister accused her of abandoning family, of making money more important than people. By the end of the day, cousins she hadn't spoken to in months were sending clipped messages that began with "I don't know the whole story," but she learned quickly how fragile a reputation is when someone else controls the narrative. What steadied her was not resolve, but paperwork. Months earlier, she had agreed, too easily, to organize the family vacation to Hawaii. She was good at logistics. She enjoyed the clean certainty of confirmations and deadlines. Flights had been booked together, but accommodations were under her name, her card, her responsibility. Everyone had agreed to reimburse their share by a certain date. Everyone but her sister had. At first, she had let it slide. Family, after all. Now she opened the email chain, the booking platform, the cancellation policies. She read them slowly, without anger. The rules were plain. Changes could be made. Names could be removed. Refunds were partial but fair. For one night, she slept badly. Not because she felt cruel, but because she knew what acting would cost. Silence had already cost her something. Action would cost something else. In the morning, she sent one message to the group. I need to finalize the reservation. Since payment hasn't been received, I've adjusted the booking accordingly. No names. No commentary. Just fact. Her sister called within minutes, voice loud enough to feel through the phone. She didn't answer. The next call went to voicemail. So did the next. When the text started, she skimmed them once and stopped. The accusations were familiar now. Selfish, vindictive, heartless. She forwarded the booking update to everyone, including the confirmation showing the change. Documentation has a way of draining drama from a room. The fallout was uneven. Some relatives went quiet. One aunt asked if she was okay. No one argued with the policy. No one offered to intervene. Authority, once visible, rarely needs defending. On the plane weeks later, she watched the ocean appear beneath them. A sheet of blue so wide it made arguments feel small. She didn't feel triumphant. She felt tired and lighter than she expected. Her sister didn't come. The absence sat at the edge of every group photo, unspoken but present. A few people seemed relieved. A few seemed sad. No one said her name. On the second night, alone on the balcony, she realized something that surprised her. She missed the idea of her sister more than the person herself. The version who didn't measure love in leverage. The one who hadn't needed money to decide who counted. Setting boundaries hadn't fixed the family. It hadn't even clarified it. But it had clarified her. When she muted her phone and listened to the waves, she felt a quiet certainty settle in. The power hadn't shifted back to affection. It had shifted to self-respect. That would have to be enough, even if the consequences lingered.